everybody, this is Pitch Gold Black here, and welcome to the Skulls General Reviews episode 46, in which today I'm going to be reviewing the target novelisation of The Stones of Blood. So without further ado, let us begin this review by taking a look at the presentation of this Doctor Who book. So at the top we have Doctor Who and the Stones of Blood set against white, with Doctor Who and the Stones of Blood set against white with Terrance Dicks there. And then for the cover itself we have the Doctor having an orgasm in this sort of ruby red sort of semicircle type thing, with sort of druids performing a sort of ritual on what appears to be the Doctor, with part of Stonehenge there and the Kalalich there, holding a bowl of blood. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that. And then for the spine we have Doctor Who and the Stones of Blood library sticker there. W.H. Allen covered up by another sort of library sticker there, and then for the back it's just blank, as this is a hardback edition of the book. Then for the interior of this Doctor Who book we have the synopsis of this Doctor Who book, along with the ISBN number and the original UK price, with a British Book News quote. And now for the synopsis. Chanting hooded figures gather inside a ring of ancient stones, using rituals of blood sacrifice to awaken the sleeping evil of the augury. The Doctor and Romana go from the countryside to present-day England to a deep space cruiser trapped in hyperspace in their attempt to track down an alien criminal and unravel the mystery of the Stones of Blood. Luckily they have the help of the faithful K9. And then there we've got some previous owner sort of guff, Dicks, Doctor Who and the Stones of Blood, LR, from whoever previously owned this copy, which must have been a library. Doctor Who and the Stones of Blood there. Various other titles from the Target novelisation range. And then there we've got Doctor Who and the Stones of Blood, based on the BBC television serial by David Fisher by arrangement of the British Broadcasting Corporation. Terrance Dicks, a library stamp there. A children's book from W.H. Allen London and Howard and Wyndham Company, 1980. And then for the interior we've got copyright guff, and then the contents of this book. This is a 12-chapter Target novelisation spread across 117 pages. And at the back there we've just got the end of the book with another library stamp and a few more blank pages at the back there, with a bit about Terrance Dicks there, and a very nice sort of picture of him there. And then we've got printed in Great Britain there at the bottom on this hardback edition of the book. With the presentation of this Doctor Who book out of the way, with what is the general consensus and my own personal thoughts and opinions on the Target novelisation of The Stones of Blood. As for the general consensus of this targeted adventure, it has an average rating of 3.49 out of 5 on Goodreads, with a few 3-star and 4-star ratings and a rare 5. Do I agree or disagree with the general consensus? Let us find out. Back in 2015 I rewatched the entire Key to Time saga, and I quite frankly vividly remember it being awful for the most part. With one 5 out of 10, the Ribos Operation, 3 out of 10s, Stones of Blood, Pirate Planet and the Power of Kroll, and 2 8 out of 10s, Androids of Tara and Armageddon Factor being my favourite. Yeah, I didn't very like the Key to Time saga much overall, as you can gather from that, and Stones of Blood wasn't one of those stories that I liked. It's not a favourite story of mine at all, nor is the Key to Time season. As you heard, I think the Key to Time season's a bit shit. The first 2 TV episodes of the original counterpart were pretty good in my opinion, however the latter half are pretty bad for me. Here Terrance Dicks managed to create what I can best describe as being a rather pedestrian meat and potatoes target, very bog standard overall. A pretty faithful target overall that was a pleasant enough read but nothing spectacular. And I didn't have anything against targets and stuff that learn to sort of go down the route of sort of being very sort of bog standard in terms of a page to screen or a script to page adaptation of the book. Just being like very faithful, not being very experimental, just sort of a nice and safe target. I've encountered a couple of those targets before, like the Robots of Death, and in my opinion this was absolutely fantastic. But it's just for me here, this wasn't that much of an outstanding Target novelisation overall, and I honestly can't really say much more than that. It's just very bog standard, very basic, and just rather average in my opinion. Turnsticks did a good job with the sort of writing and the sort of characterization and sort of descriptions and stuff, and his writing overall was pretty decent, but overall I just didn't find this Doctor Who book to be anything outstanding or anything like that at all.